Today, I'm going to show you how to take photos like this and turn them into this. Before we jump into this, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. I do appreciate you helping me to grow this channel. Okay, now to the good stuff. In my last episode, I tasked all of you to go out and get some storm photos. I gave you some quick tips like use a tripod, set everything to manual, aperture, shutter speed, ISO, and the focus. Also, make sure you're shooting in the RAW format and turn off your image stabilization since you're on the tripod. Also, use an intervalometer or some type of cable release to continuously shoot your photos. In the evenings, I generally shoot in 5-minute batches unless there's a lot of lightning activity. Then I reset the exposure and start shooting another series. Now let's put all these images together. We're going to be using Lightroom and Photoshop. In Lightroom, I have the images imported in. Not all of your photos are going to have lightning in them. So I'm going to go through each one and press 1 if I want to use the photo and 0 if I don't. I'm then going to filter to just those photos with 1 star. I'm going to develop one photo whose settings will be the base for everything. Now because this was taken during the evening and light levels have changed, I'm going to choose one that's in the middle. Now that I've got the look that I want, I'm going to copy those development settings. Then I'm going to select all the photos and then paste those settings. Now that all the photos have the same settings, let's go to Photoshop. Make sure all the photos are selected. Right-click, select Edit in, Open as layers in Photoshop. Give Photoshop a few minutes to open up all those photos. In Photoshop, select all the layers but the last. In the blending mode dropdown, select Lighten. Lighten takes a look at the same pixel in each photo, and whichever one is brighter, it keeps. That's why the lightning is now showing through. I do want to address some movement. Not only is there blur in the lights in the ground due to wind moving the camera on the tripod, but also the movement of the clouds. Let's fix the movement on the ground. I'm going to turn off each layer individually. Then I'm going to zoom in and I'm going to look at each individual layer and find the one with the sharpest focus on the lights. The third one up looks pretty good. Let's move this to the top. I'm going to right click this layer and then click duplicate layer. I'm going to call this sharp. Make sure the sharp layer is at the top. Set the sharp layer to normal. Next, I'll turn on all the layers. Add a masking layer to the sharp layer. Select the masking layer. We're going to paint on this masking layer to get rid of the ground. Now remember, when you're painting on a masking layer, white shows, black goes. Setting my brush to black, I'm going to paint over the area on the ground that has the lights and then everything that's closer to me in the image. Press Ctrl-I to invert the masking layer. You'll once again see your lightning and you'll also see that sharper ground. If you want to brighten up the ground a little bit, on the sharp layer, make sure the image component is selected, not the mask. Click Image, Adjustments, Brightness, Contrast, and raise the brightness just a bit. The cloud movement will also be an issue. The best solution I have for this one is to do your photographs in a shorter period of time, which might not yield out a lot of lightning, which was this case. So let's take a look how we're going to fix this with cropping. Go ahead and save the photo. In a few seconds, the combined photo appears in Lightroom. While we're waiting for this image to save, I just want to let you guys know that my September 20th episode is going to be about photographing the wildlife of the Sonoran Desert. So make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss it. Okay, let's go to Lightroom. I'm going to press 2 so I can mark this photo with 2 stars to help separate it from the others. Next, I'll click crop and bring the upper right-hand corner down, bringing the focus more on the lightning and removing the area that I don't like in the clouds. Let's fix some of the ghosting in the clouds. For this area, I do see some ghosting, so I'm going to add a brush mask to it. To help smooth out the ghosting in the clouds, I'm going to reduce texture, clarity, and sharpness. I think that this effect should be stronger, so I'm going to duplicate that mask to get twice the effect. Let's see how that looks before and after. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you for watching and take care.